cutting your cigars in half. Is it possible? Can you do it? If you're gonna do it because you're a savage, how should you do it right? We've been getting this question ever since we saw Caldwell saying he was in Europe and it was so hot and he was cutting lanceros in half. And honestly, it's a genius idea. But a lot of us probably aren't equipped with the number one thing you want to have on hand to do that, which is cigar glue. Reason being, they normally apply glue at the cap and at the foot. So the middle of the cigar generally doesn't have a lot of glue. It's just a waste of resources. You would just end up getting glue slathered all over the cigar, and it wouldn't look as nice. And to prove you can do this, I'm going to be cutting open the original release, Now Leave Me the Hell Alone, from Steve Saka. I love this cigar, and I've always been curious what it would be like at 3.5 by 38. Just kidding. I haven't been that curious, but we're going to do it today for science and to show you that it can be done. Boom! Right down the middle. Okay, so now we have not two halves. I screwed that up just a little bit. According to my guy math, I was about 6 inches off. If we didn't have a little bit of glue, what would happen to this cigar? You see the leaf right here is starting to peel up. And that would eventually just kind of take its course. If you don't have glue, and again, you're a savage, just lick it. It'll help. It'll help a little bit, I promise. But let's say you got glue, you're a professional, you're traveling, you want to cut these guys because it's hot or cold, and you just don't want to sit through a whole lancero. Take a little bit of this glue, shake the hell out of it, lift the leaf back just a little, and you're going to apply the glue right here. You can do it on the leaf or on the cigar. Just a little. You don't want too much so that it starts to ooze out. And roll it on down. See, I got a little too much there. Give it about 2 minutes, and that will be ready to rock and roll as if you never cut it in half. In the top half, being generous, is perfectly fine. This guy right now, I couldn't find any seams where it wants to pull apart. So this guy I can smoke as is. And I'm assuming that some lanceros you would cut in half would also, you'd be fortunate enough to be able to smoke it as is and not have to worry about it too much. But the glue really protects you in the case that you get a cigar that has no glue there, decides to come unraveled, and just kind of wants to ruin your day. But let's say you have no cigar glue, you've licked your cigar and it didn't work, or you just don't want to lick your cigar, which I get. Another tip is to keep the band, because this band can be used to slide in place right before the spot where you're going to smoke it and hold that wrapper leaf together. So keep the band if you're going to cut your cigars in half. Bring some cigar glue with you if you really want to be safe. But otherwise, enjoy your cigars the way you want to enjoy them. Technically, you could smoke the cigar backwards if you wanted to. It's your cigar, it's your experience. Do it the way you want to do it. Lastly, everybody should know when you cut a cigar in half, or 40, 60, it's not going to taste the same. Combustion, airflow, length of time it takes to hit your palate, tobacco placement, all these things really have an effect on how the tobacco tastes. So when you cut it in half, or 60-40, it's going to be different. Sometimes it'll be a bolder expression. Sometimes it might surprise you. But just to give an example, we did an article a while back taking a Toro to a Robusto. I measure out an inch. I actually cut the inch, and it was a different experience. Same cigar, same box, same everything. I just smoked them side by side, and I cut an inch off of one first. It will change the experience. But again, it's your cigar. Do it the way you want to do it. Light it before you spite it. Burn to learn.